Hey, what's up, cousins? Welcome back to the channel. So how are y'all doing? Hey, Nancy, how are you? Welcome in. I was not planning on doing a live, but I saw this breaking news and decided I would just go ahead and break in with it. Um, I hope that you guys go back and watch my previous video, however, because we need to be learning how to grow our own food and create a food pantry. It's sad to see that those type of videos on my channel do not get that much play, but it is what it is. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing because I'm going to make sure my family has what they need, and I'm just sharing that with you guys. So please support, please support. As you come in, please hit that like button and share out the video if you possibly can. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you? Welcome in. Are you welcome in? Okay, I was checking my thing. It's 73 of y'all in here. If y'all could please hit that like button, it would be greatly appreciated so we can get into the news of what exactly is happening. And we have no one to blame for all of this stuff that we're doing but ourselves. Let me see if I can pull up the comments on my phone because it's hard for me to see them on the screen. Hey, Scrappy, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing way better today, Jacqueline. Hey, Jay Trey, how are you? Welcome in. Hey, Patsy, good afternoon. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Lemire. Thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate it. Hey, Rich. Rich says, love your videos and thank you for giving us your time. You are so welcome. Y'all, please check out those homesteading videos when I put them up. A lot of work goes into that. I'm doing it regardless, but I'm sharing it with you all. It just takes extra work to actually record it. Hey, the kid. Thank you, Miss Tommy. Glad you're doing it. Thank you. I am doing a lot better. Hey, Donar. Hey, Rebecca, Linda, Juanita, Nikki, Susan, Mama. Oh, I like that, Mama. Pamela, Patricia, Jacqueline. I said hey to you before, but that's okay. My sister's named Jacqueline, so you could say I could say hey again to you. Hey, Victor. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. You are absolutely right. Those are the two that, you know, we always constantly having issues with. Hold on for 1 second. Nobody wants me until I'm doing something. How are y'all? Hey, DeSheila. Okay, so let's just get right into it. Again, please give the video a like. It does help the channel and it helps the video get out to more people. Things are just going to keep getting worse. And I knew that this was going to happen because every time the U.S. slaps Russia with more sanctions, this is what happens. It picks back up, like it'll die down and then it'll pick back up. So it's almost like we are instigating and making things into what it does not need to be. And probably because it's an election year. My husband always says, you know, there has to be a war. Election year. I want to share my screen. Let's do China first. Because this is the first thing that I saw. So there's another one. Let me make sure. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see the screen. I'm trying to wait till I see some ones before I start, so I'll make sure you can see it. Hey, Arlie. Miss Tanley, Kevin, YouTube channels. Yeah, a lot of people are reporting that. Riverside Homestead, and he has a lot of subscribers, and although he's still getting a lot of views, but compared to what he was getting, it's not the same. So I don't, they don't want to push this stuff, and I would think that they would go ahead and push my homesteading if you don't want to push this stuff. Hey, from Kentucky. My husband was there last week. Okay, so let's get to this, because this is ridiculous. I told you guys it was either the day before or the day after all the phones had gone down, AT&T, Verizon, Spectrum, cable, and all this other stuff, US Cellular, all that stuff had gone down, that they had spotted a spy balloon. Well, they spotted a balloon. They didn't want to call it a spy balloon because they said it was not maneuverable, etc. So now here we are. I don't know if this is the same one. It's not floating. It's actually in the water. It says another spy balloon spotted off the coast of Alaska in second sighting in 1 week, sparking foreign surveillance fears. Officials are waiting to inspect the suspicious object. So commercial fishermen have found what U.S. officials believe may be a spy balloon off the coast of Alaska. So I guess they feel like, well, they're spotting this from the sky, so let's just float it on in there, Maybe they won't see it. Well, the fishermen are bringing the suspicious object into port to be inspected by FBI agents and are expected to arrive over the weekend in Virginia. So they found this off the coast of Alaska on today, the latest in a series of possible spy balloon discoveries over the last year. And it says photo from February 2023 sighting. They originally sent photos to local law enforcement of the possible balloons, spurring officials to ask them to bring the items back to land. That's what's telling me is at sea, because this is the picture of it floating in the air. They didn't show a picture of it in the water. Why? I don't know. And I'm sure they had it because the fishermen sent them photos, but yet they have not released any. So whenever they do, I will definitely do an updated story on it. But it must have looked like one to them in order for them to say, hey, I need you to bring that in and we'll have someone come pick it up. So the FBI is expected to take the objects to the FBI lab in Quantico, Virginia for a closer analysis, as agents have done in similar situations in the past. The fishermen said they were not sure the object was a spy balloon, but FBI agents believed that the photos they sent to the unknown discovery warranted further investigation. So to me, that says, hey, this really looks like, it could be a spy balloon. We need to get hold of this. So the scare comes as American forces are on high alert. Let me repeat that because I stumbled through it. The scare comes as American forces are on high alert. I told y'all some months back that the U.S. was on high alert. They're extremely on high alert now, whether it's from China, Russia, even North Korea is doing tests, but they're always doing tests. But you can never be, too sure when people are kind of out their mind with doing stuff. You don't know when somebody's going to do something to scare you, and it may be the real thing. So I do think that an emergency alert, they'll probably have another one this year, you guys, just like they did last year in October. Just last week, the North American Aerospace Defense Command sent fighter jets to examine a small balloon that was discovered over the Southwest. Later in intercepting it in Utah last week, same week that the phones went down. NORAD later said in a statement that the balloon was likely a hobby balloon that posed no threat. And I still feel, in my opinion, hold on, let me do something here. Let me do something here. Let me put my banner up. Where is it? Here we go. Let me put my banner up. Okay, so in my opinion, I feel like it is a lie that the balloon they saw last week and intercepted over Utah that had already been in Colorado as well. I think that might have had something to do with the phones. That's just my opinion. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. So officials confirmed finding a Chinese spy balloon that supposedly blew off course into Alaskan airspace in February 2023. The surveillance aircraft was dramatically shot down by two F-22 fighter jets off of Myrtle Beach. That was last year, right? Down there where my son goes to school. That's his college right there. Okay, so that's one country we got to worry about. And the attacks are going to come, may not be on our soil, but it could possibly be because a lot of them have come over through the borders. You know, the 1.8 million people that have got away, called gotaways, some of those were Chinese people. And they don't know where they are. That's why they're called gotaways. And 9 times out of 10, they're in a safe house somewhere because China has them stashed all over the United States. As a matter of fact, China also has their own military here, policing their people. Not our people, policing their people. But that's not to say that they can't put a cyber attack into our systems, into our infrastructure, into our water, electric, because I mean, come on, let's face it, it's crumbling as we speak. We put money into everything, but won't put it into the necessary things. Okay, so let me go back here. My comments at, oh, there they go. Okay, so I'll get to the comments after I finish. Let me. Next one. Let's talk about Putin. What's going on with him? I have 2 different ones. Let's see. No. Where is that? I tell you, trying to find this stuff. How was y'all week? Oh, there we go. So I think it was just last week that, or just the other day. Let's see. No. That's the second one I want to do. That's not the one I want to do right this minute. So it was this one. Okay, there we go. So Putin threatened NATO and says nuclear weapon use is possible. Now, this is not the first time he said that. And it's almost like the boy who cried wolf. Well, eventually the wolf is going to show up, you guys. Now, what can we do when it does show up? Not much. Only a few gonna survive, and it's gonna be the ones who have these underground bunkers. There are some people who aren't very rich that have underground bunkers, but really the wealthy are going to have their survival in order, because a lot of them are creating these underground bunkers on their property or not far from their property, where they can hold up. And some of them are lavish. Like, it's not just, oh, we crammed in here with some water and a little bit of food. No, it's plush. Okay. And it definitely, you know, that Congress and all the higher ups are going to be whisked off to these secret bunkers that are all across the United States. That some of them are being used as museums right now, but I guarantee you, if something happened, I have a video on that. If something happened, they will take them there, just like they did when 9/11 took place. They took them to the underground bunker in different locations. And they are still being guarded by military. So don't think that, oh, they're closed. No, it's still active. So it says, there will be tragic consequences if NATO troops are sent to Ukraine, because NATO is talking about they want to send troops. Specifically, I think it's the French that want to send troops. Either way, they're part of NATO. We're a part of NATO. Guess who's not a part of NATO? So if that happens, the risks are going to be really, really high. So it says that if NATO troops are sent to Ukraine and the West support for Kyiv risk a conflict using nuclear weapons, Russian President Vladimir Putin claimed during a 2-hour State of the Nation on February 29th. French President Emmanuel Macron said on the 26th that sending Western troops to Ukraine could not be ruled out in the future. Why do we keep making it worse for ourselves? NATO Secretary General Stoltenberg and leaders of the European NATO member state have said that they are not considering deploying their troops to Ukraine. Russia has repeatedly threatened to use nuclear weapons in response to Western support for Ukraine, but the threats have so far failed to materialize. Like I said, the boy who cried wolf, eventually the wolf shows up. Russia continues to wage an all-out war in Ukraine without utilizing its nuclear arsenal. That doesn't mean that they won't. That doesn't mean they don't have it. We don't know what Russia had because, for one, they don't report everything to us. And we always give them a warning that we're coming. So that gives them time to move stuff. I just don't think that makes sense to let somebody know, hey, I'm about to raid you. I'm going to move what I have. I'm not going to keep it there. That's just common sense. So the West support for Ukraine risks a conflict using nuclear weapons, which means the destruction of all civilization, Putin alleged. And he's been alleging this for a while. And like I said, I don't put anything past anybody. Putin claimed that Russia's strategic nuclear forces are currently in a state of full readiness, and Russia is doing everything to end the war and eradicate Nazism. I hope I said that right. So here's the other one where he's about to actually do a test. Let's see. I just had it. Are you serious? Yeah, he's about to do a test. They say underground, but hopefully it's underground. Is that it? No, it's the one I just had. There we go. Putin is on the verge of terrifying nuclear tests in Arctic tundra, where world's biggest nuke, Tsar Bomba, was detonated. So he wants to detonate in the same place he detonated, well, not him, but they detonated in 1961. It's called the world's most powerful bomb. They say that it's bigger than Hiroshima. It says cloud after 50 megaton explosion of the giant Tsar bomb in 1961. Kremlin commanders today announced the test firing of a Yars ballistic missile. They're doing what they can to reach our troops. And while that might not be here on our soil, they can still reach our troops because we have troops everywhere. We have troops in Ukraine. We have troops in the UK. "60 years ago, Russia unleashed the infamous Tsar Bomba and ignited an explosion with 3,300 times more energy than the nuclear bomb that fell on Hiroshima. There are acute concerns that Putin, age 71, will stage another full nuclear explosion test in the same spot." Political analyst Dmitry said in the near future, a nuclear bomb will probably be detonated on the island. Tests may take place underground. Putin has already revoked Russia's ratification of the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty and ordered his defense minister, Sergei, to be ready to resume tests. In August last year, Shoigu was sent to conduct and inspect at the Novaya Zemlya, I think I'm saying that right, where the notorious 50 megaton Tsar bomb, nicknamed the King of Bombs, was detonated on October 30th, 1961. Some of Putin's closest aides have called the tyrant to scare the West over its support for Ukraine using a jolt equivalent to the Tsar bomb. Putin ally and head of the Nuclear Institute said, "I think this is a correct idea." So this is what they're trying to do. Let me know what you think we should be doing as far as the U.S. Do we need to be pulling troops out? Or does that make us look weak at this point? Hey, Jen. Hey, Cooking at Pam. Hey, WD, Larry, Keisha. Oh, just you wait until June. That is when the real stuff starts. As a timeline, November 3rd is D-Day. Yeah, there are a few dates out there. I'm not going to speak of the dates per se yet until I see a little more on it. Hey, Growing with Hudson, how are you? Joanne says, "It seems like nobody is thinking about the future of our children, no less the planet we live on." Look how old they are. Not no shade, but look how old are they going to be here? Do they really care? They say they care when they throw out climate change and all of that stuff at us, but do they really care? War means money. Hey, Kalita. Hey, the kid. Exactly. All of those things. Hey, Shonda, how are you? UN Refugee Agency, which receives billions in U.S. taxpayer money, handing out cash debit cards and other funds for lodging and prescription medications to U.S. bound migrants. They need to be giving us some of that money. If you got money like that, why not give us something every month? Hey, Larry. Yeah, Russia do have a lot of soldiers, and we are struggling here in the United States to recruit. So, which leads me to, will they put that draft back in place if they have to. I agree, Lemire. Hey, Sage Clover. UK handing out debit to migrants. All of them handing out debits now. You see, New York is talking about cutting some of their funding for the migrants, and they want the laws changed there so that if they arrest a migrant who has, committed a crime, they can call ICE in. Right now, they're not even allowed to share information because of how their state is a sanctuary state. And then in Chicago want to get rid of it altogether. It's not even I want to change the law. It's I don't want this no more. I know that's poor English. I don't want this no more. But they don't want it. But they got it. But now they're seeing what Texas was dealing with. They're seeing what Arizona was dealing with. Now the governor of New York, she don't want to change nothing. But yet the migrants aren't living in her neighborhood. But where she think they're going to go when stuff break out? I mean, New York ain't that big. Yeah, a lot of companies are pulling out. The guy that be on what Shark Tank or something like that, I can't think his name. He pulling out. He moving his business. He is moving his business that he was going to have there, a tech business. I'm looking at my phone because it's hard for me to see my screen. Yep, Igmar. War and rumors of war. The Bible says it. I agree, Carol. I don't know why they have to behave like children too, but they do. The kid, because she can, because Nikki Haley can, she'll pull out eventually, but pride has her still in it. That, and she's praying and hoping for the downfall of her running mate. Well, her running opponent, rather. Hey, Poppy Chris. And then we got what we in an Israel situation, their war. We're in that too. And then I just saw like a clip. I didn't watch the news, but I saw a clip where they said Israel said they didn't do it, but people are saying that Israel did fire upon Palestinians that were looking for food. So I don't know what's going on with that stuff. It's just a headache. If y'all haven't hit that like button, please do. I meant to watch the news yesterday because I thought that Biden and Trump went to the border on the same day. Is that true? Yeah, Barbosa, you talking about the gotaways? Mm-hmm. Yep, they wait. When they get that whatever signal they looking for or whatever, oh, the time is right, that's when all hell's gonna break loose on our soil. And it's not just going to be cyber attacks. So while it's good to have your pal pal, it's also good to have, they say, like a one of those stick canes, kind of like the police carry. Because if you run out of ammo, the pal pal ain't gonna do you no good. Hey Mia, how are you? Welcome in. And Larry, they're probably telling the plan because they want us to back up. They want us to stop doing what we're doing, but we're not. Not as long as Biden is there, we're not. Because if you can focus on other stuff, you can't focus on the fact that he can't even find his way off the stage. That's probably why I didn't watch the news, Jen, because I kept seeing that pop up on my timeline. So I was like, oh, I know that's all over the news. So I'm not even going to see what's going on with that. It's in the water because they blew it out the sky. It almost seemed like they blew it out the sky in, well, I'm thinking that's the one from last week that was in the sky, and they said they intercepted it. But they didn't say they, blew it out the sky, but I'm thinking that they did, and then it showed up with the or it could be a whole different one. I don't know. The balloon, that is what I'm talking about. I need them to see and say which direction it's coming from. I mean, just go ahead and tell your citizens what's happening. Don't, last minute people and say, hey, you need to be stocking up and, some stuff about to happen. It's too late then. But they stocking up. They making sure they got everything they need. I've shown y'all the underground bunkers. I've shown y'all the underground caves where, food is being stored, supposedly shipped out to stores, but no. No, I never heard anything about that, Denise. After they took it to Virginia, I didn't hear anything about, other than yes, it was, a spy balloon. Yes, they did get some data. But then I saw another report saying, no, they didn't get any data. I don't believe that. It was in the air for a whole week. For a whole week. Not Pennywise. Oh, Lord. God, Mom. That's funny. I never watched that movie, but I do know the character's face and stuff. I don't watch like creepy, scary movies and stuff like that. I don't like it. Hey Lydia, how are you? I'm just trying to see who I haven't spoken to. Not to be a troll, but what difference does it make? I mean, if war happens, it happens. We cannot stop it or actually prepare. Well, is that mindset right there? And no, you're not being a troll by saying it. That's a reasonable question. I take any kind of question. I don't knock anybody's question down unless they be in a straight butthole, but that's a pretty, reasonable question to ask. And if anybody in the comments want to answer it too, they can. The question is from Allison. And let me see, can I find it? Can I find it over here so I can put it up? Let's see. Will it let me do it from here? No, it won't. Let's see if I can find it and put it up. This is next to is up under Jen. Here we go. Okay, so this is Allison's question. If anybody wants to answer it, she says, not to be a troll, but what difference does it make? I mean, if war happens, it happens. We cannot stop it or actually prepare. No, you cannot stop anything from happening. What's going to happen is going to happen. That's life. But having knowledge ahead of time does help you in preparing. Now, maybe not necessarily for a nuclear war or anything like that, but you can prepare to the best of your ability. You don't know what you will survive. That's for God to know. But you need to do your part in preparing. Did Noah know if he was going to actually be in a flood? No, he just listened to what God told him. This is what you need to do. This is what you should do. And he was obedient to the word. And even when the flood came, did he know if he was going to survive it? No, he didn't. So we don't know. We can say, yeah, you're not going to survive a nuclear war. But who are we to know that? That's not us. That's not on us. That's on God, whether or not we're going to make it through that or not. So I would say prepare as much as you can, as much as your budget will allow you to do. I don't say go and hoard and have your house to the point where you can't walk through your house and you can't live a joyful life, because that is no life to live. But I do say prepare as much as you possibly can. I don't know if there are NASA approved glasses or not. I saw that some countries were doing like a state of emergency. I've never heard of a country doing a state of emergency for the solar eclipse. And I said, do I want to do that story? And I was like, no, that's just weird, but I'll mention it. So let's see. Mimi is responding to Allison. Mimi says, Allison Reese, you can't stop it, but you can prepare. You can learn from past wars. And I feel the same way, Mimi. We always can learn. Life is nothing but lessons. Trials are lessons for us to do things better than we did before. Now, mind you, the people in office are not doing things better than they did before. They're either doing it worse or doing it the same. So you have to wonder, is there a lesson learned, or is it the lesson that was learned was I can make this amount of money if I do this? Because that's the way it seems. I think so too. Let it burn. Thank you, Jen. Rich Homie. Let me find you and put yours up in case people didn't see it. I'm going to have to look into that. Right now on Flight Radar 24. app, there is a balloon near Hawaii and lots of helicopters in Hawaii coast. Let me just see if I can find anything on that. Now, I talked about the balloon that's that they found in Alaska. Okay, here we go. Newsweek.com. I gotta make it where I can see it, because child, this is some small print right here. They trying to kill a girl eyeballs. Okay. Let's see. Stop sharing. And let me go to this. Oh, thank you, Richie. A rich homie. Let's see. Oh, Lord. I tell you what. Here we go. So Pilot reports, this is Newsweek. Pilot reports large white balloon floating near Hawaii. This is February 20th. Mind you, that was last week that they saw. Can y'all see that? Put a 1 if you can see it. I'm going to read through it. Maybe not the whole article, because obviously I haven't read it beforehand. But let's see. Y'all got a 1 in here or not? Ooh, I'm way down up at the top. Oh, I got a super chat. Look at that. Thank you for the super chat. An ancient man. We'll go. Offer another answer is when there is war, all goods and services are diverted to the war effort. There will be true shortages. So prep up. Yeah, it's going to be shortages. If you have to think, even if the war is not on U.S. soil and it's in another country, we get basically everything from other countries, from China, from Russia, from Ukraine. It's going to affect us. It's already somewhat affecting us in the Red Sea right now with the war, with, the Houthis firing upon any Western ship, I should have pulled that one up, too late now. Any ship, whether it's UK or the United States, they are firing upon our vessels because we are, they say, interfering with their war or with their situation. That's affecting us because now some ships aren't able to move through the Red Sea. They have to go all the way around to the Great Hope in Africa, or they have to go to the Suez Canal. That's not around, just around the way. No, it's going to take them up to 14 days, if not longer, to get there. That's more fuel, more money they have to spend. More companies are paying more money to have to reroute those ships. So it's going to affect us. It's going to show up one way or another. Now, like I said, it might not be boots on ground here, or it could be with China having all those people, coming in through the border. We don't know. So why not prep up? Why not get some of the things that you need right now? But let's go over here. Let me stop. Let me stop. Okay, where's my mouse? Oh. So let's see what they're talking about. A large white balloon this is what, February 20th? When was that other thing? My calendar. Today's March 1st. Happy March, y'all. Okay, everything happened that week. A large white balloon has been spotted floating above Honolulu by pilots flying in the area. According to a warning shared on Twitter, the white balloon is floating east of Honolulu at an estimated altitude of between 40,000 to 50,000 feet, though the exact altitude is unknown. Report of a large white balloon in a vicinity, I'm not going to go through those numbers, estimated to be between FL 400, FL 500, precise altitude unknown. Advise ATC if an object is seen. Read a note allegedly being held by a pilot in the cockpit. So they're reporting what they're seeing. This is the note. This is what they received. Large white balloon spotted by several pilots east of Honolulu, Hawaii. Alert sent out to all nearby aircrafts because, you know, it could interfere with the airspace. The presence of the balloon in the sky over Hawaii has not been confirmed by air traffic control or any other U.S. officials. It is not yet clear what exactly the large balloon floating near Honolulu is or who it belongs to. Oh, maybe it's a hobby balloon. You know, they like to say that. That's what they said about the one last week. Oh, it might be a hobby balloon. The sighting comes just days after the U.S. shot down an alleged Chinese spy balloon off the coast of South Carolina on February 4th. So yeah, Rich homie. Yeah, they got them everywhere. Where's the thing? Oh, they got them everywhere, y'all. They got them everywhere. I'm gonna see if I can find that thing. Let's see. Okay, so here it is right here. And then it's a hazard because there's oil in the water now because of this. Give me 1 second to share it. Or maybe a few seconds because your girl can't see. Like I said, if stuff happened in other countries, in other countries, it's going to affect us here. Where did this whole bat thing take place? Did it take place here? No, but it got here and it got everywhere else. Were people, prepared for that? No. I was one of them, not prepared. So that's me learning a lesson. You need more than 2 weeks worth of food. And at that time, I only had 1 week, and they were just saying you need 2 weeks. I had 7 days worth of food at least. I probably could have made a few extra meals. But you think about it, they shut everything down for like 10 days because they didn't know what this was or how to attack it, how to handle it. And then when they did open back up, you either had to wait in long lines to get in because they were only allowing so many people in, depending on the size of the store, how many people they would let in. Then when you got in there, you had 6 feet. Matter of fact, I got it on my phone. I just keep forgetting to show y'all. They had 6 feet distance that you had to stand when you're in the store. I don't know, I might have deleted it. Oh, here it is. Hold on for a second. Ooh, where is the camera? Can y'all make, well, why is that thing? Can y'all see that? It's not showing up. Let me see if the other one will. That one shows up a little bit better. Okay, that's a video, Tommy. That is a video. Hold on, y'all. What happened to it? Anyway, I'll show y'all the video. You see those yellow squares on the floor? That's a Dollar Tree store that I went in last week. That wasn't in there a few weeks before. And I try to say, when you see stuff like that, you wonder, do people have inside scoops on stuff? I'm telling y'all, it's bad. And that 2020 was just a horrible year for me. I know it was a horrible year for everyone, but it really, really was a horrible, horrible year for me. We were living in South Carolina. Right now I live in North Carolina. I kind of wish I was still in South Carolina, but I'm trying to get out of that because I heard a sermon today and she was saying the problem with everyone is we have too many wishbones. And I was like, oh, she talking about me. I have too many wishbones. I wish I was this, or I wish I was that, or I wish I could go back to South Carolina, or I wish this. Too many wishbones and not enough backbone. So, so I was like, okay, God's speaking to me. This was our bull mastiff, Jasmine, and she died in 2020. That was, you could see she was out there watching me and my husband do our first garden bed together. But that was just a bad year for us. But it is what it is. That's life. So UK cargo ship sinking in the Red Sea after the Houthi attack. For people who think we couldn't possibly go through a supply chain issue right now, we don't have one per se. Like they'll say, if you go to CDC or whatever website, it'll say, there are no food shortages. However, certain items may be harder to find, because they haven't been restocked yet. And why do you think they haven't been restocked? Because maybe the order was placed and they haven't received it into the store. Well, let's hope we don't see any of that. Let's hope that they stop attacking our ships. This ship is sinking. A British registered cargo ship is sinking in the Red Sea after being attacked by Houthis on February 18th. The MV Ruby Mar, a British registered Lebanese operated cargo vessel, was sailing through, I'm not even going to mess that word up, straits that connects the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. It is believed to be loaded with potentially explosive fertilizer, which could pose health and environmental risk. And y'all, it's already posing that risk. The attack caused an 18-mile oil slick, the U.S. military said over the weekend. Have you heard about that on the news? Let me know. Put a 2 in the comments if you have. If you haven't, put a 1. Because you're not going to hear it. For some reason, the United States does not want us to know what is happening. So they're showing us all of this other stuff because this should have priority. This should have priority over this. Because if you see this, then you're really going to be panicking. And you can say, oh, they're just looking out for us. They don't want us to panic. It's called preparedness for a reason, people. They need to be preparing us for what is happening. They're not telling us, like, they do these hearings and stuff, but they don't put those hearings on the news. Unless you'll see it if I do it, if another channel do it on YouTube, if YouTube decide they want to push the video out to other people, then you'll see the FBI director warning of China threatening us, of China doing cyber attacks on us, attacking police stations. As a matter of fact, Atlanta Police Department got attacked a while ago. They're still dealing with it now. There's still information that you can't pull up if you go to anything government in Atlanta. It's hard to get the information that you need. So they're trying to, the first thing they're going to do is take down the communications. And that was a practice, in my opinion, when they did that with the AT&T, the US Cellular, and Verizon, and all of them. I think that was a test. I don't think that was what AT&T said it was. And then all it did was offer a $5 credit to your bill. But we need to be proactive. That's the thing. We're not proactive here. We are always reactive. And I personally don't want to continue to be reactive. I've been through reactive. Reactive is, panicking. Oh my gosh, the stores are closing. I need to run out and get toilet paper. I need to run out and get water. I need to run out and get food. And some people I just saw, maybe they already had food at their house. They was just getting tissue. Because I felt like when I watched this other channel, it was like, don't you know you need food in order to use the tissue? But let's see, Jennifer. Jennifer. Oh, where did my comments go? Oh, here we go. Jennifer says, I've noticed that a lot of other countries have been telling their citizens to prepare, and they have underground bunkers for their people, but I hear nothing about any protection for the U.S. citizens. You're not going to hear it. Are you serious? You are not going to hear it at all, Jennifer. I'm sorry, sugar. You're not going to hear it. We just ain't made like that. We are save yourself. I'm gonna save me and you save you. So that's why, I try to do these videos, because you're not going to hear it until it's too late. By the time they tell you, everything is gone in the store. And if you don't have money like that just sitting around when that emergency happened, you just out of luck, because it's all gone. Or you got the money and you go into the stores, and now people breaking out in fights like they did back then, fighting over tissue, fighting over water. I mean, just ain't nobody fighting over food though. It made no sense to me at all. Nobody was fighting over food. Yes, true. Thank you, Let It Burn. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you coming in. I'm about to get off here as well. I just want to, let you guys know that things are popping off. And just because you don't see me do a news story one day doesn't mean nothing is happening. It just means, just like you need a break sometimes from taking in all the news, imagine what I need, because I see more than I even tell y'all. I see more stuff out there that's happening that I don't even tell y'all, because maybe somebody else has done it. And yeah, everybody has their own take on things, but sometimes, just like you can become overwhelmed, I can too. And when I feel that way, that's when I know it's time for me to back off, because I have to put, you see that right there? You probably can't because I got my screen up. Hold on. That book, that's, where my hand at? That book is right here with the butterfly on it. That's just a cover for my big Bible. I have to get in it. Okay. That's like, that was the main thing I said I wanted to do more of in 2024, was have a deep and deeper relationship with God, and have a better understanding of what I'm actually reading, because you can get confused in reading it. You got to go from one scripture to another scripture. And I've never been that person to do that. If I'm reading a scripture, that's it. But if you want to get deeper relationship with God, you actually, when it is saying another scripture within a scripture, then you need to go and reference that for better understanding. And that's what I'm understanding as I am learning the Bible. Seems like, brand new. But yeah, I have to take breaks too. So in a way of giving y'all a break, it's me, every day I'm homesteading. So, well, let me do, hey, it's Tommy Bites Homestead. Let me put a homesteading video out. But not a lot of people will watch it. And it's not saying I'm teaching you anything, but I'm taking your mind off of everything that is happening, because I know I'm about to hit y'all with some stories. I know I'm about to hit y'all with some news. That's just it. Thank you. I appreciate that, the kid. I take all prayers, and prayers back to you. We all need it. Sometimes you got to take it all the way back to Genesis. I'm just being real. You really do. But like, I didn't start this channel as being a homesteading channel. I started this channel, I was doing mukbangs. I was eating. Matter of fact, I recorded a mukbang video today while I was sitting at the Lowe's. And I was like, I could do something I haven't done before. Let me put something out, that's nothing to do with news, just to put a break in it. Because one, YouTube ain't really pushing, my news stories like they used to. So they're looking at it, I guess, if you're not hitting the like, if I'm not getting so many likes, if I'm not getting shares, if I'm not getting a bunch of comments, they're not pushing the video. So I'm like, I'm not going to keep stressing myself over. It takes a lot to find these news stories. They don't just sit there and just pop up for you. Or one will pop up, but you got to go find some more. You can't just go off of one story, because that might not even be a real story. So you got to really look and look and look. So it's a lot of work that go into it. And then sometimes the video, not saying y'all not watching, but they're not pushing it. You see what I'm saying? Because they'll go in and they will take some of your subscribers away and say, oh, well, these probably are bots because they haven't been, interacting with your video. Like, are you serious right now with your AI stuff? Thank you, Janie. I appreciate it. You too, Larry. You have a great weekend. Hey, Proverbs. Hey, Wonder Woman. How are you? Love the name. I was just watching a bunch of stuff, like new movies coming out and stuff, and they didn't say anything about Wonder Woman, but I guess it is Wonder Woman because it's like where all of them are together. I can't remember what you call it. Truth Seeker. You can hit all the hearts you like. I wish you could hit the like button 1,000 times. I'd be like, hit the like button. Hey, Sarah. That's my sister's nickname. I don't know why. Her name's Jean, but her nickname's Sarah. They said she looked like this lady named Sarah. And then I was in the store yesterday, and it was like, Sarah, Sarah, that song. I was like, oh my goodness, it'll make me miss my sister. I'm trying to highlight some of y'all comments. Yes. Praise the Lord, and peace is here. Hey, glory to God, Homestead. If you have a channel, put in here that you have a channel so I can try to, let me go to the bottom. Put a 1 if you have a channel. That way other people know you have a channel. Even if it's not a news story channel, who cares? It's hard work putting up any type of video, especially a homesteading video. Because you got to stop, you got to whatever. I'm going to highlight a few of these channels. Let's see. Oh, I missed one. I got to go back. Joe Patterson has a channel. My Renaissance grandma has a channel. Hey, I didn't even know you was in here. How are you? How are you doing? Growing with Hudson has a channel. Proverbs 31 has a channel. I'm gonna have to come over there. I haven't been over there in a minute. I need to come over there. Let me write that down. I watch people. Sometimes I don't comment, but I do watch because, and I shouldn't say that because I be wanting people to comment on mine. So I just start putting a heart. So I'm like, I can't, because if I start typing, it's gonna be long. That's the only people in here have a channel. I saw somebody else in here earlier. They might be gone though. I'm gonna see if I can find her so I can put it up on the screen. That's one of my moderators. Which she has a lot of subscribers. I need her to put mine on her screen. That's what I need. Because she be doing her thing over there. I mean, all of y'all do y'all thing, but she be on it. I'm like, YouTube is being really kind to her. I wish they'd be kind to me. There I go. There go that wishbone again. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. When you see yourself doing something and you know you shouldn't be doing it because God told you should be doing it, stop it. I don't see her now. It should still be in here. No, that's not it. Unless I'm seeing things. It might be up at the top. Let me go back up to the top. To the top, to the top. Shouldn't be that hard to find. Got Jan. Let's see. I can't make out your name. So I got to put it on the screen so I can see it. Hey, Mia, how are you? I couldn't make out the last name. McCockle? McCorky. Is that an L? Y'all, my eyes is bad. That's a shame. My eyes are bad. I lost the person that I was trying to put her up. Well, I know she's gone because she got 2 channels. So she, you know what I'm saying? Well, don't, here it is. Here's the old one. I'm going to put her up. Some of y'all probably already know. Cooking at Pam's Place is going to show you how to do some stuff. You hear me? Want to see it? Here we go. She going to show you how to do some stuff. And she going to give you your recalls. But y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Again, I want to thank an ancient man for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. After YouTube take the majority of it, I will make sure to put the other $2 in the bank. So I will leave it there, and I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in maybe 1 or 2 videos. Definitely 1, but if something else happened, it'll be 2. So look for a video probably around 12, and look for a video around between 4 and 5 o'clock. So y'all take care, stay safe. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate all of y'all for coming in. And if you haven't hit the like button, please hit it on your way out the door. It is free 99. That is the fee to ride the bus. And now the bus ride is over and you didn't pay me by hitting the like button. You should be ashamed of yourself. If you watch and didn't comment, at least hit the like button. At least hit the like button for you, girl. This is my job. Them likes help me support my family. And right now, thank God my husband's driving trucks. Because YouTube's playing funny with the money. Bye, the kid. Bye, Sage Clover. Bye, Jen. Thanks for being here. Thanks for helping moderate and reminding people to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Turn on your notifications because you don't know when I'm going to go live and you don't know when I'm going to post a video because I post outside of those 2 times that I just told y'all, 12 and 5. I post different times as well. Depends on how heavy the news load is. But like I said, I've been trying to slack up on it, no matter how heavy it is, because, you know, everybody need a break. Hey, Robin. Bye, Robin. Bye. Keep your eyes to the sky. Thanks for being here. Okay, now sing that Michael Jackson song, Pamela. All I want to say is they don't really care about us. Sing that Michael Jackson song to the umpteenth power. Okay. You're welcome, Sarah. Thanks for being here. I'm just going through the names before I jump off. Truth Seeker. Oh, wow. Well, you know, you can scan your hand. And you know, some companies have it where their workers have that thing inside of them. where they can, you know, open the door and all that other stuff to the building and all without a key. And you're not putting nothing up in me talking about right up under the skin. Just right up under the skin. No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, I just did that one. Hey, Jen Lee, how are you? Love you back, sweetheart. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Sage Clover. Y'all listen to Sage. Sage, I hit that button before y'all leave. Bye, Growing with Hudson. Thanks for coming by. Hey, Eddie. How are you? Thank you, Truth Seeker. Yeah, Jen. We was over there. Well, she got the other channel. Scaredy Cat Gardner is where I met her. I didn't. She'd already had the Cooking with Pam, but I didn't know that. And then I met her through the Scaredy Cat Gardener when I started gardening. So yeah, she doing her thing, and I'm loving it. Hey, Vicky. She is the sweetest person. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate you watching my garden video. That means more to me. Not say more to me than y'all being here watching this, but that really means a lot to me because that I love gardening. I've been waiting to garden. I'm actually working on a whole nother video because I'm up potting my seedlings into red solo cups, and I hope I can have that video up by Sunday or Monday. Well, no, because I got a motivation video coming out on not this Monday on this channel, but on the other channel. Bless This Nest with Tommy Bites. That's my other channel. I have a motivation video coming up Monday. I must have said something. She don't want me to speak it into existence. I feel you. Oh, Alaska Prepper. I don't know the other channels you just said, but Alaska Prepper, that's my guy. He has helped me a lot to grow my channel. For sure. I'm so appreciative to him. And you don't find a lot of people willing to help you grow your channel. This was before I got the 100K. Like he helped me grow my channel. But I did join his membership, so that helps highlight my channel as well. So I'm helping him in turn because that's a fee I pay every month. If you have a channel and you're going to these other channels, hopefully you're going genuinely to support, because I had been supporting for a while before I even did that. But I did that. I noticed a difference in him saying also to come check my channel out. So that much, I do appreciate that a lot. You don't get a lot of that. I've only other big YouTuber like that is B Loves Life. When I was doing mukbangs, the eating videos, she would shout my channel out all the time. So yeah, it ain't all come by y'all over here in the garden. That's true, Lexus. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. I be fighting them. I have to cut them because I grew up. I had a unibrow. A unibrow. You see my grandkids in my videos, in my older outro and intros. I had my grandkids in it, and anytime I get them, and people they go, "Oh, that's where they get those eyebrows from. They have the wormy eyebrows." So me and my brother, who ironically we're named after our dad, and we both had the unibrow, thick eyebrows, but yet wavy eyebrows. And I'm like, okay, I'm a woman. I can't be walking around here like what's that guy that play basketball with the unibrow? I can't be doing that. Okay. So she have to cut it. But then I went to this girl and let her do my eyebrows, and they have never been the same. So what I'm going to do down the road, because I went for a consultation to get my eyebrows tattooed on so I don't have to deal with them anymore. And I'm nervous about it, but I think I'm going to do it, and I might record it. She knows I have a YouTube channel, and I'm actually trying to tell her to promote herself more. It's an Asian woman. She has her own business here, and beautiful shop. And I've seen all her photos and even her own eyebrows she tattooed on. Megan Good eyebrows are tattooed on. And I just thought that was so weird, but her excuse was the same as mine. She went to someone, that person messed her up, and they were never the same. They never grew back the same. And so she had them tattooed on. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, since it's only a little bit of people in here, so I can actually, they'll be like, dang, she said she was leaving. Let me see if I can pull her up. I can't remember the name of that girl's shop. I have it in the car. Oh, dang, how you spell her name? Okay, let's say, where's my screen where I can share it? So they won't be like hers, but hers are tattooed on. That's just what I'm trying to show you. They get them, you do them to how you want, your face structure or whatever. I have a close-up one. Okay. So she gets some like redone. Like the girl told me that she said every 6 months maybe you have to get them done or whatever, like just touched up, not touched up like ink wise, but like if you have the hair that grow back, because got the unibrow. Why is every picture of her got her boobs out? My God, can I find one that don't have her breasts out? Okay, that's a better one. No boobs showing. But see how it is right here? Those are tattooed on. So yeah, we ain't trying to, Oh, Alaska Prepper is live, y'all. Go over to Alaska Prepper. Let's see what he's talking about. Let's sneak in on Alaska Prepper. Hold on. Let me see. Am I showing him? Hold on. Let's see what Alaska Prepper doing. I'm gonna go over there when I get done, y'all. So y'all meet me over there. Hold on. Where he at? Live from the bunker. There we go.
Survival.
Yep.
I always catch myself looking down. Let me see if this helps. So I don't have to be looking downward. Let's see. Hey, do you guys like my haircut? I finally got a haircut. I was getting harassed there about getting a haircut for a little bit.
I love me some Alaska.
Let's see. Amazing Grandma. How are you doing, Amazing Grandma? How does the 2400 compare to the Mega 2? I can tell you it's a great deal for the price. All right. The Mega 2 is the next in the evolution of Opus products when it comes to that size solar generator. And so let me just give you a couple of quick specs, okay? So the 2400, this is 2400 right here. It has a battery of 2232 watt hours, right? Which is pretty nice.
Yeah, see my name
it's a
right
good size
here.
battery, especially for that price. All right, that price is awesome for the watt hours that you're getting. It has an inverter that will have an output of 2400 watts continuous. Okay, it has an input if you're charging it from your wall outlet of about 400 watts, which is a little bit slow for today's solar generators because it's not fast charging. But again, remember the price, 39 cents or 30, how much was it? 39 cents per watt hour. That's an awesome price. So you're definitely getting what you pay for and more for that price. All right. So anyways, if you're charging off the wall, it's about 400 watts, which means it's going to take about 6 hours to fully charge it if you're charging off the wall, roughly. But if you're charging with solar panels, it takes up to 960 watts, I think, input. It's 900 and something. I think it's 960 watts. Yes, it is.
They do cost a little bit, but they're coming out with solar panels, the more people,
which means that it'll charge in about 2.5 hours or so. That's great. I mean, it has a max output of about 4,000 watts. So it has a surge of 4,000, I believe it is. And it's just a great machine. I use it every summer to do my power tools and everything like that outside. And then I have it connected to a couple of solar panels that by the next morning it's charged up. Right.
Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. I love you, but God loves you more.